Right guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the latest episode of the Bohemians save. Today we're going to be doing a full roundup of the second season. Just finished it, got through it, so I'm just going to recap it for you just so you can get up to speed with how we've done. It's been a really good season for us, particularly in the league and also in all the cups that we're in. Something quite spectacular has happened. I will take you through it when we get to it. But first things first, let's take a look at how the season panned out. So the season overall was a very good one for us. You can see a lot of green, a lot of yellow, and not a lot of red. We actually ended up winning the league, as you can see at the top here. I'll take you back to, I did that last time. Last season, where it was actually fairly similar to the season before. I think there was only 1 point in it. Yeah, we finished on 81 last season, 80 this season. I think we drew one more last season. Yeah, really good season for us. Back-to-back titles, which is fantastic. I didn't expect it to click this early on in the save. So to win back-to-back trophies or titles in our first two seasons was very unexpected. But if I wanted it to go a certain way, that would have how it had been straight off the bat. So yeah, you can see just a really dominant season from us, not picking up many losses at all. There's only 4 in the league, and you can also see there's not a lot of red in the cups either. We entered, I think, 4 or 5 cups and won them all. Again, just dominance in the league and in the domestic cups, so that was really pleasing. Now, what I was talking about at the start was the Champions League. We actually ended up getting into the group stages. You can see it didn't go very well, but we got there, and that's all that matters, because that's an absolute game changer for a team like ours. I'll take you through it in a minute. So we got a Bate, I think it is. Bate? I'm probably saying it wrong. I don't know. Pronunciations aren't my strong point. People should know this by now. In the first round, we ended up beating them away from home 4-2 and drawing 1-1 at home. We then played... I'm so bad at pronouncing names. Budenkost. Mate, I think I need glasses. What does that even say? Budenkost. Yeah. Don't... What's going on? We played them, beat them 8-2 on aggregate, 6-2 away from home and 2-0 at home. Then played Vidi FC and won 3-0 away from home and 4-2 at home. And then in the playoff round, we played Haugesund and beat them again 3-0 at home and 3-0 away from home, meaning we go through to the group stages, and we got drawn against Manchester City, Club Brugge and Napoli, and we got absolutely slapped in every game. Our best game was probably the Man City game, where we were actually drawing level with them at one point. We got back to 1-1, and we're actually playing quite well. If we had a bit more quality, I think we could have probably nicked some in, because we got close a couple of times with really good chances. So it was a shame that we couldn't, but still a really good experience for us. And then we actually put up a really good fight in the last game against Club Brugge as well, to score twice away from home. But that obviously means that we get a little bit of a financial boost, and I was shocked because it's not often that I've managed in Europe, so I wasn't entirely sure how much money to expect. I thought it might be a few £1,000,000, which would help us get out of debt and then keep us afloat for another couple of seasons. We ended up getting £13 million, which I think is a bit of a game changer. It should hopefully allow us to go to the next level in terms of player recruitment. Although at the minute I can only still offer about £2,000, I think it is, which isn't great, but you know, it's going to be more than what most teams in our division can. Eventually, I'd like to talk to the board and see if they'll up it, but I don't know at what point you can start offering more, because I'd have thought I could offer a bit more than that with 12 million in the bank now. So yeah, we're upgrading our youth facilities and training facilities. I think that was important for the regens that we'll be able to bring through. So that's that. We've not really gone for that many signings. I think most of them are from last save. You'd have seen them. So yeah, I'll go through the squad quickly because I didn't actually do that last episode, and I said that I'd do it. So in goal, got Shane Supple. He was already here when we got here. Really solid goalkeeper. Just got goalkeeper of the season, as you'd expect, keeping so many clean sheets and having a pretty solid defence in front of him. He's actually a really solid goalkeeper, to be fair to him. 32 years of age. I'm just looking to see if I can bring someone a bit younger in to challenge him and then take his position when he retires, but he's probably still got a few years left in him. Derek Pender, I think he's the oldest player in the squad at 35. He's our right back. Again, fairly solid for this division, but now I'm looking for players that are going to challenge him and then be better when he leaves or retires, because obviously if we're going to get into the Champions League season upon season, we need a bit more quality. Rob Cornwall, centre back. I'm going to flick through him quickly. Ian Morris is actually a player that I knew about because he was at Northampton for a while. And I don't know if people remember a few months ago, it might have been a couple of months ago, he scored an absolute screamer from just inside his own half, from just inside the opposition's half, sorry. That went quite viral, I think. Dara, I don't know if it's Lee or Leahy. I don't know how it's pronounced. It's a weird spelling. And I know that Irish are very strange with their spellings, but he's actually a really good player. 21 years of age still, so quite young, and he's got really well-rounded stats for the position that he plays, so I'm probably going to keep him for a little while longer. Robbie McCourt is a defensive midfielder, again, 21 years of age. We've got quite a young squad. Rasmus Johansson, he had a really good season for us last season. Got 7 assists and 2 goals from central midfield. I was really impressed with him. His stats were actually quite good. The key ones anyway, like vision, work rate, technique, passing, long shots and marking. He was really good for us. Anton Rodgers, again, last season was really good for us. 7 goals, 3 assists from central midfield. So that's him. Daniel Kelly, our winger. He plays out on the right and left, actually. Got 8 assists and 5 goals last season. He actually got 17 assists in all competitions and 11 goals. So that was pretty decent. Daniel Kelly is the other winger. Oh no, that's the one I'm just showing you. Never mind, ignore me. Ewan Stokes was a player that started up front because he was absolutely phenomenal the season before, and he was still very good last season. But he actually got moved out onto the wing because he can play as an inside forward. So I've been playing as an inside forward on attack, and he's still been chipping in with goals. He's got 46 goals this season because he started off up front and then got moved to the wing. So they're not all from the wing. But that was because Alfie May came back from injury and had a really good season. He scored 24 in 31, which was pretty decent. So that £12,000 now, considering the money that we've got in the bank, looks like a bit of a bargain. So Christoph Rodriguez was the lad I brought in last season, just before last season. He got 11 goals and 2 assists. Silvio Maria is the regen that I brought in at the start of last season. He's not played every game. He's played about 21, which is about half the games that we played last season. He's got a lot of potential, and he's also got Stoke after him as well. Or we did have Stoke after him. They're offering about 600 grand, which at the time I was considering because it would have got us out of our debt. And then obviously we got the Champions League money, and yeah, I don't even need to think about it now. I'm just going to keep hold of him and see how he progresses. Still can't offer him a professional contract because he's not 17 yet. That's going to be in a few months, so we'll keep an eye on that and offer him one when we can. Keith Buckley, central midfielder, really hard-working player. Had a fairly good season for us again, I think, last season. Yeah, 10 goals, 7 assists from central midfield. Pretty solid. Daniel Grant is another winger that's sort of in and out of the team. I've really tried to improve his finishing because it's only 5, but you can see his physicals are really good. His technicals aren't too bad for this level, but 12 assists last season, and he got 17 the season before. So I think his pace just causes teams problems because, you know, if you knock a ball and run at this level, I think you're pretty much sorted. Dan Casey, centre half, played 19 games last season, got a fairly decent average rating. We got to Oscar Brennan. He actually forced his way into the team towards the end of the season. He only played 11 times, but most of them came towards the end of the season, just due to injuries. But he ended up keeping his position because he was playing well. So Kevin Devaney is another winger. We're quite stacked with wingers, but it's good because obviously we play wingers, and with the Champions League and all the cups that we're in, we need depth. But yeah, I'm not looking to strengthen there unless someone pops up that tickles my fancy. So Guillem Bieves went out on loan last season to Limerick FC. Conceded 8 and 7. Yeah, he is going to be the one that I wanted to challenge Supple for, but I'm not sure if he'll end up staying. See if we can get anyone better in. And the last one is Ali Regbert. He's going to end up moving on because he's not happy with the amount of games that he's played, and rightly so. He didn't play last season at all. So, yeah, that's the first team squad we've got. I'm probably going to make a few more signings for a bit more depth because you can see we've only got 2 players outside of the squad for match days. So we'll see what we can bring in. I'm not in any particular rush. The only place I really want to strengthen is probably right back because Pender's getting on a bit. It's 35 now, so I'm probably going to start thinking about retiring soon. In terms of myself, I've been linked with so many jobs. I've had interview offers from Accrington, Plymouth. Who was the other one? There was another one as well. Ipswich, I think. Luton have wanted me. Blackburn have wanted me. But I'm happy where I am at the minute. I'm not going to be looking to leave anytime soon. You know, we're starting to build something already here. And, yeah, I'm quite happy with how things are going. So, yeah, I'm not looking to go anywhere. I don't know if there's anything else I can show you. Tactics-wise, we are still rocking this. See, everyone's getting their little links to each other because they're just used to playing in a certain way now. I'll be looking to stick to this formation next season, I think, because it's been working. There was a few times that would come into question last season. I had to go a bit more attacking, change a few player roles, etc. But we ended up grinding results, which I think is what we're best at. So let me have a look. Is there anything else that I need to make you aware of? Our reputation's still 2 stars. I'm quite disappointed with that because I thought it might go up. Having won the league back-to-back and then got into the Champions League, I thought it would have gone up half a star, but apparently not. So it might be a bit of a struggle to attract, you know, anyone fairly decent. Training. There's no point in me showing you training because my assistant takes it all. Our fixture's already out for next season. Let me get back on all competitions. And this is how the season starts. Got Shelbourne first, Shamrock, UCD, and then Dundalk, which is fairly early on. But we've not got them first game of the season, so hopefully we can get a bit of a run going before we actually play them. Competitions, these are our expectations. I've said to the board, I think, that we're going to be around the top half of the table. And that reminds me, actually, I'd signed a new contract for another 3 years, I think. And that was my expectation, was to be challenging around the top of the table. So, you know, we should be able to do that with relative ease. Transfer budget, we've got 9 million, 20 grand in the wage budget. But again, it's hard to attract players because, you know, we still can only offer 2 grand a week, so that's tough. But yeah, I think that's all I've got to show you really. Youth team, quickly I'll show you. We've got a regen, Joe Burke, who was our best intake or prospect from the last intake. Not fantastic, but you know, until we get our upgraded youth facilities and youth recruitment, it's not going to be fantastic. And Mario Burkic, he's been sat in the youth team. He's there. And also Salah as well. He went out on loan last season to Galway. Played 13 times. He's also one of our prospects. And that's pretty much it, to be honest. There's not too much coming through at the minute. Probably only 2 or 3 that I think will end up challenging the first team, but we'll see. We've got a long way to go. But yeah, two seasons, 2 league titles, multiple trophies this season. It's by far been my best season on an FM save in terms of trophy-wise. I've never won that many trophies before. Apart from the Champions League, which was expected, we've won every competition that we've been involved in, so we can't complain about that. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to show you, so I'm going to wrap it up here. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that's been watching, everyone that commented on the last one, everyone that liked the last episode. All the comments that you left me were really positive. People messaging me on Twitter and stuff, so that was really pleasing. I just want to thank you all for taking the time out of your day to watch. And yeah, until next time, I will see you soon. Take care.